The hand pressure of this zone is terrific. You talk about length of the zone. You talk about a 6'5" and a 6'6" guard with almost 6'8" reach. They do a great job of getting over screens.
Jennings in the post, muscles one up, and gets it to go.
Nice job of Jennings sealing, catching, facing, ripping, and attacking off the bounce. Great job again of Michael Carter. They do such a great job of getting over those screens.
Caffey, nice give up in the lane, and Jennings able to finish.
They worked out that shoot around, getting through gaps, penetrating through the gaps so they can draw the next defender and make a play.
There's the line. That's not broken up. A fine, though, by Jennings. With the left hand, he can't finish. And he goes down hard. A foul called. And we'll step aside, approaching the midway point of the first half. DeJuan Coleman called for the foul, and Long Beach State trying to hang in at Syracuse.
The days of Jim Boeheim playing 7 guys, this is a 9-man rotation.
Fair across the lane, rejected by Jennings.
Jennings is a big physical body. He does a really nice job offensively in the low block, and he's been active right now. Look at Michael Carter-Williams, his ability to probe the defense.
That was about as pretty a missed finger roll as you're ever going to see. And he knows he had a chance for a highlight bucket.
Again, they're back into the pressure, extending the defense. What they're really trying to do right now is speed up Long Beach State. Get them to attack in transition, get the game going a little bit more up and down.
Pretty nice spin move, though, by Dan Jennings.
Dan Jennings, terrific footwork, great hands, really good on that left block. As we watch the game, watch how more effective he is on the left block.
Ennis gives it up. Jennings fouled hard.
Jeremy Grant does not keep the ball on the sideline, does not keep the ball in front. I would suspect that Jim Boeheim, if you notice that, there will be a sub shortly. He's got to keep that ball in to give the second defender a chance to get that trap.
Good, hard basketball play here, or would you have called this a flagrant foul?
No, that's a good play on the basketball. That's not a flagrant one. I think, he reaches in. He tries to make a play on the basketball. I think that's a good play. Veteran officiating crew right here.
DeJuan Coleman comes back on along with Sutherland. As Trish goes back to the bench, as does C.J. Fair. So James Sutherland, the 6th man for Syracuse, leads them in scoring. And last year, the 6th man for Syracuse, the 6th man of the year in the Big East, Dion Waiters, ends up as the number 4 pick in the NBA draft.
Syracuse opening up with 2 consecutive threes.
Nice running hook, though, by Dan Jennings. And he draws the foul and has a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. DeJuan Coleman called for the foul.
Dan Jennings again on the left block. He's most effective on that left block. He's patient. He gets his shoulders into the defender and finishes with a nice jumper.
Out of high school on our ESPN 100, Dan Jennings was the 16th ranked center in the country. Sat out last year after transferring from West Virginia.
Let's see the adjustment Jim Boeheim makes for guarding the ball in the corner. But Dan Munson doing a really nice job. First 2 possessions, isolating the ball on the block, again stretching the defense out in the corner, and they have a good angle to feed the post against the zone.
And a left-handed finish by Jennings. Michael Carter-Williams, he averages 9.5 a game, number 1 in the country. It's a pretty nice assist possible there for Caffey. The no-look sets up Jennings. He misses it first, and then gets blocked by Christmas against a top 5 opponent, and you beat number 1 Kansas back in 1993. But overall, did you schedule that ambitiously?
Not this ambitiously, because we thought at that time the league was more than a 1-bid league. You're talking about UNLV, New Mexico State. They're going to need Coleman to finish around the basket, collect himself, and be a little bit more explosive getting to the front of the rim.
Grant tried to stuff it, and he was stuffed. Instead, here comes Papa George the other way. Gets a return, tries a 3. That's off the heel, all the way out today. Man, this is a brutal team to play against. I hate going against Paul Johnson's triple option. And then you wonder why other teams don't do it. So why don't other teams play the 2-3 zone?
I think coaches are creatures of habit. It's really hard to get a coach to change. If you're a man-to-man coach and you go 2-3 zone and you try to teach it, your players are going to know whether you're committed to it or not.
Tony hits the throw.
And the first time you give up a room and rhythm shot, in the back of your mind, you're thinking, hey, this song isn't that good. And it's hard to commit to it. Now, you know, again, Jim recruits to it. He's committed to it. The players buy into it. And that's why it's so effective. Besides, the guy in the back line right now, Grant's 6'10" reach. Bob Keita has got a 7'5" reach, and Coleman's got a 7'2" reach.
Jennings able to finish with the reverse, though.
And you're developing a Michael Carter-Williams. You know, Coleman's going to continue to get better. You've got Bob Keita, who's really active in the middle of that zone. Jeremy Grant is a star in the making. So the future is no different than the past. You know, they're going to win 20 games, and they're going to be in the discussion for a national championship. That's just who they are right now. And, you know, for Long Beach State, this is a learning process. I mean, they've got to leave here. They're going to drive to Buffalo. They're going to fly to Columbus. And now they've got to play a very good Ohio State team. But this is part of Dan Munson's plan. He understands what he's getting into, and they're going to be better for this come league play.
Well, the education will continue for Long Beach State. They still have games coming on the horizon. From here, they go to Ohio State, so they'll just keep it rolling. Keita keeps it alive on the offensive glass. Carter-Williams has it, tries a no-look to Coleman, but it's taken away by Papa George.
And that's the one area Jim would like to see him cut down on. He's averaging almost 4 turnovers a game, and he's made good decisions today. That was the one time he tried to make something out of nothing.
Keita called for the foul, and it's an NBA double-dip tomorrow on ESPN at 7. The Celtics kick off the doubleheader against the 76ers. And then at 9:30, it's Lakers Thunder. That's a pretty good nightcap. Both games available live on Watch ESPN. NBA Friday presented by State Farm begins tomorrow night. Celtics Sixers at 7 Eastern. So Jennings at the free throw line. Again, Long Beach State's next stop, Ohio State. They still have a game at UCLA to come, and toss in games against USC, North Carolina, Arizona, and Syracuse, all in your first 11 games. That is an ambitious schedule.